Hi everyone, and I am White Phoenix, and I decided to make this video because I feel that it is time for star seeds and that light workers should be ready because it is already time. To all of you who is watching this video, and to everyone who will resonate the message that I am going to share right now, then I am talking to you. Hi, so in this video I'm going to share on why it is time for starseeds and why light workers need to be ready. But before that, I'm going to share an entry that I have on my journal. Usually, if I have time and if I remember, I write down messages, insights, downloads, astral travels, remote viewings that I receive. So I have here a summary of the three messages or insights that I received during October to November of 2019. And this usually happened during my sleep. I go into astral travel, or I do some remote viewing, and there I receive the messages either from the divine, or if you call it, or higher beings, other dimensional beings. So during sleep and astral travel states, I saw pictures of me inside the house watching TV, and on the TV all the channels shows empty streets, closed buildings, lots of people walking. It is like the streets are pulverized, but there is no crumbling, no ashes, no destroyed buildings, no big tanks to physically destroy them. There's no smoke, no fire, no blasts, no explosions, no running. But it seems that the people are running away from something. It's just that the people are too tired or too distraught to run. So they just keep on walking and walking aimlessly. As I watch the world devastated, I know that I am safe. And I always will be. This is the case for all starseeds out there. You know what I'm talking about, light workers. We know that we are safe, and we will always be safe, and we will always be provided for. I checked my watch to see what date it is, and I remember only seeing the month starting in J, letter J. So with other occurrences, as I said, this message insight stood out to me during October to November of 2019 because it occurred 3 times, and on those 3 times it's the same vision. The only difference is sometimes I look at my watch and I see that the month starts with letter J, or sometimes I look at the calendar and see that the month starts with letter J. So to be honest, I shared this to my parents, and of course they don't want, especially my father, don't want to hear from me any messages like this, because he says it's bad, it's dark, it's evil, so that I should just stop it or ignore it. But then my mom actually thinks that, my mom thinks that what I saw is like a premonition of the big one. It has been out there the past months and weeks that the world is preparing, and even in my country we have been preparing or expecting the big one to come, like the big earthquake. Well, but then this January came, and it became clear and apparent that it's not the earthquake that happened, that came. It's this novel coronavirus 19, or what we call now as COVID-19. And it did pulverize the world as we know it. It did destroy the city, destroyed our society, our civilization as we know it. I also have another entry that I want to share, another insight message that I received during one of my astral travels. Oh, I'm sorry, not astral travels, but remote viewing. Now it might seem, I will just relay or narrate the messages. There are so many messages sometimes when it comes through you. It's fast, so many pictures, so fast that I don't have time to interpret them, or I would rather capture the messages as what they are before I interpret them, because if not, then I would lose some of the messages. So here it is. This is not the end, but it is just the beginning. So expect things to get worse, because it will get worse. Yes, it will get better, but it will get worse first. Energy healing is really helpful, but then in order for the healers to not be overloaded or drained when doing the energy healing, it's best if they can do it on the soil, on the ground, their bare feet on the ground while doing the energy healing, whether it's through laying of hands or remote healing. I think for those who have experienced healing, you can relate to this, because it will really drain you. So yes, do it with your bare feet on the soil, on the ground. It can be under direct sunlight, it can be under the moonlight, but the message that I see is it's the bare feet on the ground. And I actually saw a picture of Christ doing healing with water. So the message is, water is a very good agent of healing, but water should also, or healing should also be done cautiously with water, because water can speed up or concentrate the energy released, transferred during healing. This time of COVID-19 or coronavirus, I know that most of us feel the cleansing, the purge, the cleansing of Gaia, of Earth. We feel that Earth is already fighting back. Earth is reclaiming her right to live peacefully along with her other inhabitants, which are the plants, the animals, the waters. So the message is, let us not judge the people who passed away and will pass away because of this event. It's just that it's their time. Their mission has ended. We empathize with them, with the families. Our condolences and prayers, but then let's understand that their mission has ended and it's already time for them to pass on, to leave. This event of the COVID-19, it was allowed to happen. It was expected. It was expected by the higher source, the higher beings, and it was allowed to happen because we humans have been abusing the earth and its inhabitants for so long. Okay, so yes, it was allowed. This event was allowed. It was expected, because it's a combination of the karma that we humans have been abusing with the earth, with our co-inhabitants, which are the animals and the plants, and also the abuse that we do with each other. So yes, it was allowed as a lesson, as a punishment and a lesson, but also as a way of cleansing, purging. But let's be careful not to judge others that, this happened to them, they got the disease because they are bad, or they are this and they are that. No, we should avoid that. Those people who got the disease, it's just that it was part of the plan, but we should not judge it. We still need to prepare, of course, mentally. We need to keep healthy mentally. We need to be whole and balanced emotionally. Of course, spiritually we need to also go back within ourselves. One of the reasons also, and one of the messages on why this is allowed to happen, this corona virus was allowed to happen, is because people have been so indoctrinated with churches and with mass organizations. So people think that once they go to masses and they attend or join religious activities, that's okay, that their responsibility stops there. They forget that true spirituality should happen within. That's why this lockdowns, we were forced. We were all forced. The whole world is forced to separate us one by one. And we are forced to be with ourselves. Use this time to go within ourselves, to self-reflect, to pray, to meditate, to renew and strengthen that spiritual bond with the divine, with God, And God, the divine, however you want to call it, Christ, wants us to practice and go communicate to Him directly. So He wants us to communicate to Him directly through prayer, of course, and to communicate from our hearts, not with the memorized prayers that we have. This instant actually forces us to face our demons. I say hello to my dog. So this forces us to face our demons, which is our greatest demon. Our greatest enemy is actually ourselves. So it forces us to face the bad things that we don't like with ourselves, and to improve that, or to go above that. Another message is, yes, we still need to prepare our resources, because we need to start realizing now and think on how we're going to fix the garbage, the abuse that we have been doing to the environment. We are running out of clean water, we are running out of clean space, clean air, clean food. So that's why we still need to prepare for that, especially with this pandemic. The farmers who are not able to plant as much as they had been preparing or planting the past regular seasons. So we will really be pushed to go eat natural and be vegetarians again. And I guess that's it. I will just go and make another video again when I have additional insights or messages to relay. But thank you so much for listening, and stay safe, stay healthy, stay blessed, and stay well. Bye for now.